Well, this is about our home, and it's an historical feature. Why? Because it was right here at the intersection of River Road, Revesby, and the M5 motorway from Sydney. And this is what it looked like before the motorway went through. Parents moved there in about 1951 and lived there till 1984 when they moved to Doyle Road, Revesby, because the M5 was coming through. They knew it was coming through, but still lived there because it was a War Housing Commission home. This is how it looked in the early days. The property was 60 feet wide by 200 feet long. And I used to cut all the grass there as a kid, and here I am. But I didn't cut the grass then. I think I just posed. It was just a pose. There I am on the left with my brother, Ken, who's on the right. Here we are in our backyard with a few poses for Dad's camera. And the interesting thing, of course, is none of this is there anymore. This is the only historical record. And here I am with my version of Robbie the Robot. That frightened the life out of me one night, so it had to be dismantled. Here's our backyard without the fence palings up, very big, and this is what it looked like years later when it was well maintained and very pretty. And here's a very contrasting shot with a hailstorm that hit in 1979, around about November. It dumped plenty of hail, as you can see from this picture of the front too. Another high view that Dad took, and there's our aviary there in the middle. Mum would catch budgies in the backyard and we bred them and sold the babies. It was a good hobby. Here's a few more shots many years later, and that's me on the left, looking a bit gawky on it and tall. But here we are, my brother, myself and my sister with my grandfather's car on River Road, Revesby. Hard to believe that that's River Road, Revesby. I mean, it's just a dirt track with some tar on it there. Now a 6-lane thoroughfare. There's my late grandfather, Dad's dad. And here's another shot in the backyard with our Bibles, getting ready to go to Sunday school. There I am in my uniform to play squash in Bankstown squash courts. But here is the front of the house again. Dad was really keen on just keeping a record on the house, and I'm glad he did, because this is what is there before the M5. Our garage, the Vauxhall. And of course there was the time of Davy Crockett and coonskin hats. And there's my mother with my sister, and we're looking across the road there. I mean, it's all gone except for the building, the school in the background. Here's the time that Dad took the photos of all the little flowers that were out. And once more in the backyard with our cars. Mine's a red car in the carport. And here's a few years later. Mum and Dad had a car each. Here I am with the good old Aussie Victor mower. I'm sure you Aussies can identify with that thing. And here I am with my Toyota Corona several years later. I had it for 15 years. Good car. Here's the backyard again. Will never be forgotten. Every cracker night, May the 24th, I would build a big bonfire in the middle of the backyard, and we'd have our bonfire and fireworks. Sadly, you can't do any of that anymore. And here I am with my father, older brother and younger sister on an area that's no longer there. And here's the only footage, 8mm footage, that I took of the place. You always think, well, this is going to be there. Well, it's not. There's the old nursery house next door, up the road. Here's Mum walking down the driveway. Here she is. That's the old man Johnson's place in the background, the haunted house. all long gone, garden gone, everything. But I'm glad I took this footage because it shows Mum what she loved doing. And here's River Road as it was then, back in the late 60s. And here it is today, and that's the entry to the M5. And here is my sister, my father, niece and nephew standing at the old driveway entry. There's that tree stump. And this is what it looks like now, same spot. And here it is. The house once again. Gone and never forgotten. There they are, standing at the driveway. The land is being cleared, and that's the Blue Mountains in the distance. And here is what is there today. So whenever I hear on the nightly news the traffic jams at River Road Revesby and the M5, I go, oh, thank you for viewing.